Son, I am the light that illuminates your path and the love that envelopes your being. Today, I want to share with you a message that transcends the limitations of everyday life. It is a truth that, when revealed, can transform your life in a profound way. Right now, as you listen, allow yourself to open your heart. The truth I bring is not just words, but an invitation to understand the greater purpose I have for you. In this space, you will find consolation, strength, and wisdom to face the challenges that arise. I ask you to stay until the end of this message. The depth of what I have to say requires your attention and reflection. I want you to feel my love and my presence in every word. Remember that often the most powerful lessons come from truths that may initially seem devastating, but which, when assimilated, bring light and renewal. Trust me and the plan I have for you. I am always near, and in every moment, I seek your understanding and evolution. Listen carefully, because the truth I present is a path that can lead you to a new life, full of meaning and true love. Life often presents choices that may seem insignificant, but the truth is that every decision carries a weight. What you do today can shape your tomorrow in ways you can't yet imagine. There are forces around you, invisible but powerful, that want to divert your focus away from what really matters. They manifest themselves in subtle ways, often camouflaged as small distractions or questions that infiltrate your mind. It's an invitation to deviate, which can lead to disloyalty not only to yourself, but also to those who depend on your light. You have to be vigilant. Look around you and see if the influences you allow into your life are really constructive. What you watch, what you listen to, and the company you choose must be carefully considered. Your energy is precious, and you can't allow negative forces to drain it. The world is full of messages of discouragement, fear, and mistrust, but you have the power to choose what you absorb. Your loved ones need you to be enlightened, present, and strong. Protecting them is not just a question of acting physically, but also of being spiritually attentive. Forgiveness is a powerful key. Forgiving isn't just about freeing the other person, it's about freeing yourself from chains that can paralyze you. The act of forgiving transforms not only relationships, but also makes room for light to enter your life again. Renew your purpose, look inwards and pause. What really matters to you? What do you value? Sometimes the answer is hidden under the tension and obligations of everyday life. I urge you to find that space of calm and reflection, so that the urgent decisions you need to make come to the surface with clarity. Time is a precious resource. Opportunities can easily slip through our fingers if we are not attentive. The alert is not just a way of warning you about danger, it's a call to action. Evaluate your relationships, your habits, and what consumes your energy. Ask for discernment to move away from what doesn't serve you, what doesn't bring light, and choose to surround yourself with truth, kindness, and love. The path to protection and true fulfillment is often paved by conscious and sometimes challenging choices. But remember that you are not alone. There is constant support available to you, whenever you call for it. Be ready to hear what you see clearly, even if it may initially shock or challenge your perceptions. Trust in the feeling that every small step you take towards what is right is strengthening not only you, but also those you love. Forgiveness also extends to yourself. We are often the harshest critics of our own actions. Let go of that weight. The past can't be changed, but your relationship with it can. Look at your experiences as lessons that have shaped you, but not defined you. Your value is not diminished by the mistakes you have made. Instead, each mistake is an opportunity to grow and understand more about yourself and others. The vigilance I ask for is not just external attention, but a wise look inside. Cultivate a mental and spiritual environment that reflects love, compassion, and resilience. This inner garden needs to be watered with positive thoughts and surrounded by practices that nourish your soul. This becomes your shield against the influences that seek to undermine your light. By subscribing to this channel, you make a choice to be closer to this message of hope and protection. Here, you will receive words that help nourish your journey and strengthen your spirit. It's a commitment you make not only to knowledge, but to the community that grows around you, supporting each other in search of purpose and a fulfilling life. This space is dedicated to those who wish to remember that they have a greater purpose and that light can always prevail, regardless of the darkness around them. Be vigilant, value your space and your light, and know that vigilance is part of your spiritual armor. The choice is yours, and I wish you to surround yourself with that which brings peace, wisdom and love. The light you emanate is the same light that illuminates the path of others. Don't underestimate the impact you can have. It is essential that you understand the importance of the connections you make throughout your life. Often, the most difficult experiences can seem unbearable when faced alone. I want you to know that, even in times of loneliness, you don't have to walk this path alone. The support of trusted friends and mentors is an invaluable gift that can bring clarity and comfort in times of uncertainty. The relationships you cultivate have a profound impact on your well-being. True friends are those who see the essence of who you are, and they can offer a perspective that can sometimes escape your sight. When you share your challenges and aspirations with people who really care, a safe space is created where vulnerability is welcomed. This exchange not only offers relief, but also creates bonds that grow even stronger in adversity. Be careful when choosing who to trust. Not everyone around you has the intention of genuinely supporting you. Look for people who show sincerity and love in their actions. These are the people who will be by your side at every significant step in your life. Ask for advice, seek opinions, and consider their experiences. Often, the wisdom of someone who has already traveled a similar path can guide you through the fog of uncertainty. Mentors play an even more distinctive role in your journey. They are not just friends, but guides who can offer valuable insights based on their experiences and learnings. A mentor sees your potential through different eyes and can help you navigate complex choices, illuminating areas that you might not have considered accessible. This guidance is not just limited to the professional world, it can extend to life issues, relationships, and personal growth. When you surround yourself with people who believe in your potential, you end up cultivating a positive energy that is contagious. This energy is not only motivational, but also resonant. In moments of doubt, remember that those around you reflect what you can achieve. They can help remind you of your own strength, encouraging you to keep going, even when the road seems steep. Try to create an environment that values communion and mutual support. Together, you can support each other in difficulties and celebrate victories. It is in this dynamic of exchange that bonds that transcend the superficial are solidified. Often, simple conversations with those you trust can open doors to new perspectives and creative solutions. Don't underestimate the power of a sincere conversation. Also, remember that it's just as important to be a support to others as it is to receive support. When you become a source of strength and light for someone, it not only helps to strengthen them, but also creates a cycle of positive energy that comes back to you. Generosity of spirit within these relationships brings a sense of belonging that is fundamental to growth. By actively contributing to the well-being of others, you also elevate yourself. Recognize that it won't always be easy to be vulnerable and seek help. There are many people who, for fear of appearing weak, keep their problems to themselves. It is crucial that you know that seeking support is not a sign of weakness, but rather an act of courage and wisdom. Remember that your concerns and challenges are valid. There is no shame in needing someone. We all have times when we need a hug, advice, or simply a friendly presence. Integrating this support into your daily life is also an important step. Take moments to connect with those you value. Share your experiences, listen to theirs, and seek this exchange of wisdom. Don't let the daily routine overshadow the importance of meaningful relationships. Sometimes a simple message or phone call can make all the difference to someone's day. Remember that building a support network doesn't happen overnight. It's an ongoing process and can take time and effort. Be willing to cultivate these relationships, show gratitude, and be genuinely present. When you dedicate yourself to nurturing bonds with those who matter, you create a sense of community in your life that is incredibly powerful. These connections are more than just friendships, they are parts of a great mosaic in which each of you brings a unique color and shape. If something isn't right, it's the support you found that will help you get through it. And not just in difficulties, celebrating together with friends and mentors creates a kind of joy that resonates deeply in your being. Trust is the foundation on which every healthy relationship is built. Cultivate this aspect carefully. Be what you expect to receive, be available, honest, and respectful. These are the pillars that support solid, lasting relationships. The path may not be predictable, but by walking alongside people who believe in you, open communication and reciprocity in relationships turn challenges into opportunities for growth. Together, you can face the dangers, keep the light on, and make your dreams come true. That's one of the beauties of life. You can do it together, in harmony, supporting each other as you pursue what's right. So always remember that when you feel the load is heavy, there are many arms ready to help you bear it. You are never alone on this journey. It's natural to feel lost and directionless. I understand the intensity of these feelings, and I want you to know that within you resides a powerful and vital spiritual force. This force is not just a resource, but a source of light and inspiration that will enable you to weather the storms of life. Son, life often brings challenges that seem insurmountable. It is in these moments that you can discover the depth of your inner strength. With every difficulty, a choice presents itself, a decision that will not only shape your future, but also touch the lives of those you love. These choices are crucial and demand a clarity that can come from connecting with your own spiritual essence. Keep in mind that faith is a powerful ally. Faith is not just believing in something bigger, but trusting that, even in the darkest hours, there is a purpose and a reason. It's a safe haven where you can take refuge in times of uncertainty. When you decide to believe, you open doors for light to enter your life, providing direction and comfort. Prayer is a practice that builds your faith and strengthens your spiritual connection. When you pray, you're not just talking, you're tuning into the truth that exists within you and around you. It's a sincere dialogue that allows you to express your concerns, thanks, and desires. Prayer is the bridge that connects you to a greater force that sustains and guides you. Invite me to join you, and together we can face any challenge. Right now, I invite you to join me in prayer, a moment to quieten the heart and open the mind. Take a deep breath and feel the energy around you as we find a sacred space of connection. Dear Creator, in this moment of searching and reflection, I come to you with an open heart. I thank you for each day, for each test that strengthens me, and for each blessing that surrounds me. I ask for light in the midst of darkness, for understanding in the midst of confusion, and for courage in the face of uncertainty. Help me to see beyond what is visible, to find peace in every storm, and to keep my faith unshaken. May I be guided by your divine wisdom, may every decision I face be illuminated by your presence. Provide me with discernment so that I can choose the path that most resonates with the truth that resides in my heart. Help those I love to stay safe, and may our connections always be based on kindness, compassion, and love. Give me the strength to deal with the spiritual battles that arise, so that I can stand firm and confident, knowing that nothing is greater than the strength that inhabits me. May I not fear challenges, but see them as opportunities to grow and get closer to who I really am. Amen. Feel the energy of this prayer flowing through you. Every word you say is a seed planted in fertile soil, destined to germinate in the form of strength and resilience. Whenever you feel lost or discouraged, return to this place of prayer. Remember that this resource is always accessible and can be reactivated at any time. Pray not only for yourself, but also for others around you. Intercession for friends and family becomes a powerful tool of love and protection. The connection with spirituality is not something distant, it will manifest itself in your thoughts, actions, and the way you interact with the world. In moments of doubt, seek the tranquility you need in prayer. Regularly practicing this communication will strengthen your faith and give you a deeper understanding of life and its challenges. Spiritual battles, however difficult they may seem, are opportunities for growth. What makes the difference is how you face them. Be prepared for the challenges that may arise, knowing that you have within you the strength you need. With each difficulty you overcome, you will become stronger and more confident. The future is directly linked to the choices you make today. Realize that this spiritual strength is not only there in times of great need, but can be a daily guide. Encourage yourself to strengthen your connection every day by seeking moments of silence, meditation, and introspection. These are sacred moments that allow you to align with your true self and the greater purpose God has for you. Every challenge you face has the potential to turn into an unexpected blessing. Sometimes life seems full of obstacles, but it is in these difficult moments that opportunities for growth and learning reveal themselves. Imagine where you would be if you hadn't learned to overcome your struggles. You would have become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Every time life presents you with a test, there is a chance to discover yourself in a new way. Difficulties can serve as tests that, however difficult, open doors to personal transformation. It's like a log that, when cut, reveals an interior rich in possibilities. Sometimes, what seems like a defeat is just the start of a new phase. The key is how you see these challenges and how you choose to respond to them. When you allow yourself to see beyond the immediate pain, you can find hidden lessons and blessings. Remember moments in your life when a difficult situation turned into something positive. These experiences, which at first glance seemed disastrous, ended up contributing to your trajectory in an invaluable way. If you look, you'll see that many of the blessings you enjoy today may have arisen from yesterday's challenging situations. In addition, it is essential to examine what you are allowing into your life, especially in relation to envy. This insidious feeling can manifest itself in various ways, eroding joy and peace of mind. When you focus on the achievements of others instead of your own, negativity begins to invade your mind and heart. This can divert your attention from what really matters, your own path, your achievements, and your happiness. Eliminating envy is essential for maintaining emotional and spiritual health. When you choose gratitude over comparison, you make room for a lighter, freer state of being. Recognize your own blessings, however small they may seem at first glance. Every small victory, every positive step, is cause for celebration. This doesn't mean ignoring other people's achievements, but learning to genuinely rejoice in them. When you praise someone's success, you are also lifting yourself up, cultivating an atmosphere of positivity. Working to be a light in the lives of others is a genuine way of filling your own space with love and joy. Instead of rivalry or comparison, you can build a support network that turns feelings of inadequacy into motivation. Remember that life is a shared path where everyone can shine. Your value is not diminished because someone around you has achieved something significant. Sometimes, when we look at other people's lives, we are tempted to judge and compare. However, everyone has a unique story, with their own challenges and achievements. What you see on the outside is often just the surface and doesn't represent the totality of the struggle that may lie behind each smile or achievement. Recognize this and stay focused on your evolution. By sharing your own challenges and successes, you can inspire others in their struggles. This creates a wave of positivity that spreads, helping to remove the shadow of envy from both your life and the lives of those around you. These lessons can and should be shared. By talking about your experiences, you are not only creating a support network, but also generating an environment where people feel comfortable expressing their struggles and celebrations. Don't underestimate the power you have to inspire others through transparency and authenticity. Choosing to share this video is a valuable step. By doing so, you not only support the growth of your own compartilha, but also contribute to the building of a mutually supportive community. The messages of encouragement and hope you find here may touch the heart of someone who needs just that right now. When you share something that resonates with you, you allow others to discover that light. Bless those around you with the possibility of turning their difficulties into opportunities. Every time someone sees a positive message, it can give them the boost they need to change their outlook on life. Encourage those you love to join in this experience. The more people involved, the more we can create a space where envy and negativity have difficulty thriving. A space where unexpected blessings become the norm and everyone learns to see the beauty in adversity. By finding strength in yourself and practicing gratitude, you become a catalyst for change not only for yourself, but for everyone around you. Choosing to share this message is a way of spreading positivity and faith, helping others to overcome their own difficulties. May this become a movement of light and love that continues to expand, remarkably, from the commitment of each of you to make a difference in your communities. There are forces that wish to undermine your peace and security. Death, often perceived as a threat, refers not only to the physical term, but also to the things we love, which can fall apart under the pressure of time or circumstances. At the same time, sabotage comes in many forms, whether through self-deprecating thoughts, internal doubts, or relationships that don't nurture your essence. This can loom like a shadow over your life, but it doesn't have to be your reality. In these moments of uncertainty and vulnerability, prayer becomes a powerful tool. When you turn to prayer, you're not just asking for help, you're connecting with a higher purpose. Prayer is a way of opening your heart to receive guidance and protection. By praying, you are erecting a spiritual shield that can stand between you and the forces that seek to undo your dreams and relationships. It is crucial that you recognize that your life and spirit are intertwined with those around you. Loyalty in relationships is an anchor that can keep you steady when the storms of life threaten to knock you down. Loyalty is not just a nice word, but a commitment to be there, to support and to be true, even in difficult times. When you have loyal people around you, it's easier to resist the temptations of discouragement and fear. Loyalty builds a safe space where love can thrive. Remember that relationships need to be nurtured with honesty and respect. It is in these bonds that you find a refuge, a safety net that surrounds you and encourages you. Loyalty comes and goes, fueled by actions of affection and understanding. Value the people who are with you, who support you and wish you well. Nurture these relationships, be present, listen, offer your time and a listening ear. Loyalty creates deep roots that can withstand the fiercest storms. On the other hand, hatred presents itself as a dense shadow that can create conflicts and divisions. This shadow can arise from misunderstandings, frustrations, or even unresolved pain. However, it is essential that you know that hatred is not an irrevocable fate. It can be transformed by love. Love has the power to heal and restore, to turn wounds into lessons and adversities into opportunities for growth. Cultivating love, whether through gestures, words, or attitudes, can dispel the darkness that hatred brings. Actively practice love in your life. When you choose to avoid conflict and seek reconciliation, you are allowing light into your space. This doesn't mean that you should ignore your emotions, but rather channel this energy in a constructive way. Open yourself up to dialogue, welcome vulnerability and seek solutions that promote unity rather than division. Love is a path of mutual understanding that unites, while hate separates. Recognize that we all face difficult times, and often the way we deal with hatred or resentment determines how we move forward. Learn to forgive, not only others, but also yourself. Forgiveness is a liberating act that frees you from invisible chains that bind you to the past. When you let go of hatred, you make room for love to take over your life. It is in this context that prayers become fundamental. They strengthen your faith and bring positive energy into your being. When you pray, you not only seek protection from external forces that might dim your light, but you also activate an internal change that dissolves shadows of fear, anger, and insecurity. Prayer is like a lighthouse that guides your way, illuminating your path with compassion and love. During each prayer, reaffirm your desire to strengthen your relationships. Ask for your loyalty to each of them to become an even stronger bond, a foundation on which you can thrive together. Allow yourself to be enveloped by the love that transforms and heals. When bonds are established and strengthened by loyalty, you feel safer to open up and allow love to flow into your life. As you move forward, understand that life is a series of choices. You have the power to decide how to respond to what happens around you. Choose light over shadow. Choose understanding over hatred. And above all, choose loyalty over division. You are stronger than you think, and you have the ability to transform not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. With every small gesture of love and loyalty, you climb a step towards a life rich in meaning and purpose. May this inner strength continue to guide you, and may the light of love dispel any shadow that may want to settle in your life. True courage is not just about going into battle whenever a fight presents itself. On the contrary, it's about knowing when it's the right time to fight and when it's time to step back and reflect. Bravery often reveals itself in moments of serenity, in thoughtful decisions that come from the heart. Understanding this dynamic is essential for your spiritual growth. Every decision you make not only impacts the present, but also charts a path for your future. When you decide to act with integrity and love, even in the face of adversity, you create a legacy of light and teachings that influence not only your life, but the lives of those around you. Every choice is a learning opportunity, and it's important that you remember that your attitudes resonate beyond the immediate. Sometimes disloyalty can present itself in a deceptive way, as a quick fix or a convenient way out. This trap can appear in relationships, in broken promises, or even in commitments you don't honor. Watch out, son. Disloyalty not only hurts others, but also creates an echo of guilt and regret inside you. This sense of disharmony can weigh you down and become a cycle that is difficult to break. It's true that we are all human and susceptible to mistakes. However, choosing to step back when faced with a situation in which loyalty breaks down can be a necessary step. When you recognize that a certain action or relationship is not in line with your deepest values, it's time to act with courage. Sometimes, true strength lies in walking away from situations that don't nourish your essence. This choice, although challenging, is a way of taking care of yourself and preserving the integrity around you. By deciding to be loyal and honest, you build a support network that grows stronger with every interaction, every word, and every action. Value these relationships, and whenever you feel doubtful, reflect on whether your choices are really contributing to an environment of love and mutual respect. Go into your soul and listen to the deepest yearnings of your heart. The voice of your conscience is a powerful guide. When disloyalty creeps into your life, pain and confusion can follow. Self-evaluation is crucial in this process. Reflect on your actions and the effects they have on others. Being aware of the consequences is an important step in avoiding future regret. This analysis doesn't have to be a source of criticism, but an opportunity to evolve. By understanding the impact of your decisions, you deepen your learning and grow in ways that allow the light of knowledge to shine more brightly. Take advantage of every moment to cultivate the courage to be true to what you believe in. When you allow yourself to be true, you are making room for authenticity in your life and relationships. The self-confidence that comes from this honesty is transformative and brings a sense of peace that is hard to match. It's important to remember that strength comes not only from external acts, but also from internalizations. Deciding how you act and react to situations forms your character and shapes your spirit. Every gesture of courage and loyalty you show, even in small daily interactions, is a step towards a life full of purpose. Be aware of the importance of talking about this, son. When you share your experiences, such as the struggle between loyalty and disloyalty, you not only free yourself, but also allow others to understand that they are not alone. Open up the space for comments. Ask yourself and others, how have the choices I've made impacted my relationships? Encourage conversations that promote reflection on the importance of courage and loyalty in our lives. This exchange between people can be transformative. When you dedicate yourself to openly discussing these feelings, you enable others to learn from your experiences and feel comfortable sharing their own. Conversations can not only clear up doubts, but also shed light on issues that are often overlooked. The courage to act and loyalty in our relationships are themes that connect us all. Each of us has our own stories, and by sharing them, we foster an environment of mutual growth and learning. Engage, talk, listen. Your voice is powerful and your experience can resonate in a way that touches the hearts of others. Son, life can be seen as a labyrinth, a complex space where every path you choose can lead to unexpected places. Sometimes these paths are easy to follow, while on other occasions, you may feel lost, not knowing whether you are approaching the center or moving away from it. It's natural to feel this way, especially when pressure and uncertainty seem overwhelming. However, this is when patience becomes a powerful virtue. Every decision you make is like a piece of a mosaic, forming a bigger picture that represents your life and the lives of those around you. What you do, how you act, and how you feel reverberates. Remember that your choices affect not only you, but also the people who cross your path. You are an integral part of a whole, and every act, no matter how small, contributes to this rich tapestry of human experiences. Sometimes, when faced with challenging situations, fear can try to creep into your mind. It can be the fear of the unknown, of failure, or even of rejection. These fears can be so paralyzing that you may hesitate to make decisions that would take you in the direction you want to go. At such times, prayer becomes an essential tool. When you turn to prayer, you are not only expressing your desires and concerns, but you are seeking a deeper connection with the divine. Prayer provides an opportunity to silence the voices of fear and doubt. It's a way of reconnecting and finding guidance in the midst of confusion. When you pray, you open your heart to receive wisdom and understanding, inviting a light that can illuminate the path. This spiritual connection offers a broader perspective, allowing you to see your difficulties from another angle and draw strength from your moments of weakness. It's important to understand that patience is your ally, even when the paths are hazy and you don't know where to go. Life's labyrinth doesn't unravel instantly. It reveals itself little by little, and each turn, each dead end, brings with it a lesson. Cultivating patience doesn't mean simply waiting for things to happen, but trusting that every step you take, even the most challenging ones, is taking you where you need to be. As you make your way through this maze, remember that even moments of uncertainty serve a purpose. They can reveal more about you, your strength, and your ability to face up to what lies ahead. Difficulties are opportunities in disguise, each one bringing a lesson that enriches your learning and wisdom. By embracing patience, you allow life to flow more harmoniously, opening yourself up to new possibilities. Don't be afraid to make mistakes or face setbacks. These moments are normal and part of the human experience. When you balance yourself in a space of acceptance and patience, it's easier to deal with what comes. Connecting with the divine through prayer and meditation can help comfort and guide you in times of doubt. Don't hesitate to seek this presence in your daily life, even if it means taking just a few minutes to reflect and connect. Be attentive to the messages that come from your heart and from within. Often, the answer you are looking for is already inside you, waiting to be discovered. Listen to these voices and value the wisdom they bring. When you decide to trust your own knowledge and divine guidance, you move forward more consciously and boldly towards your goals. And as you leave a dead end and find new paths, embrace each experience with gratitude. Be grateful for the lessons you learn and the people who cross your path. Everyone has a role to play in your mosaic, even if sometimes you don't realize the importance of that interaction or experience at the time. Learning takes place in all of life's interactions, and these exchanges shape who you really are. As you head into the unknown, how about allowing love and compassion to guide your decisions? These virtues bring with them an inner strength that helps dispel fear and uncertainty. When you focus on what you love, on what really matters, the paths become clearer and you feel more secure. Never underestimate the power of being kind, both to yourself and to others. Compassion is a light that can illuminate even the darkest stretches of the labyrinth. Every day is a new opportunity for growth and learning. When you wake up, take some time to reflect on your intentions. How do you want to act today? What do you want to cultivate? These moments of self-evaluation are fundamental steps in the labyrinth of life. Sometimes, just a small change in perspective can open new doors and guide you in the right direction. Faith is a powerful gift that you carry with you, serving as a shield against the temptations and difficulties that come your way. It's not just a belief or a wish, but an inner strength that gives you the courage to face the storms of life. When you cling to faith, you create a shield that surrounds you and helps you resist the pressures that seek to divert you from your path. Sometimes life brings challenges that can seem overwhelming. At such times, it's easy to feel vulnerable, as if everything is against you. However, the truth is that you are not alone. There are invisible spiritual forces at work around you, whether you realize it or not. These energies, which many might call divine protection, are always by your side, supporting and guiding you in times of uncertainty. Remember that this force can be invoked at any moment. By remembering it and connecting, you open yourself up to a support that transcends human understanding. Discerning between what is true and what is temptation is essential. Life is full of choices, and often the most seductive are not the ones that lead you to good. That's why discernment is so crucial. Don't let yourself be carried away by momentary impulses, but evaluate your options in the light of your deepest principles and beliefs. What brings you closer to the truth? What brings peace to your heart? These questions are fundamental to guiding your decisions. When you practice discernment, you are not only protecting your faith, but also developing a stronger and more resilient character. The challenges you encounter on your path may seem like obstacles, but in reality they are opportunities in disguise. Every difficulty brings with it the possibility of growth and evolution. Think of times when you've had to work hard to overcome something. The sense of achievement and self-knowledge that arose from these experiences is testimony to your development. Every struggle you face shapes you into who you really are, and instead of running away from them, embrace them as fundamental parts of your growth process. Life is made up of ups and downs, and difficulties are inevitable. In these moments, faith shines brightest. Faith allows you to see beyond fear and insecurity, recognizing that there is a purpose in every test. By turning to your spirituality, you find the strength you need to keep going. This doesn't mean that you won't feel pain or discouragement, but that even in these difficult times, you can find comfort and hope. It's important to remember that everyone goes through struggles. You are not alone on this journey. Everyone has their own battles, and often the strength you need to overcome challenges is closer than you think. By sharing your experiences and listening to those of others, you can realize that many face similar situations and, together, you can find understanding and support. Faith also manifests itself through the relationships you cultivate. Surround yourself with people who share similar values, who nurture your faith and encourage its growth. These connections strengthen not only you, but also those around you. A positive environment, where everyone seeks the light, is fertile ground for spiritual flourishing. The practice of prayer is a powerful way of cultivating this faith. Prayer is not just a request, but a moment of deep connection with the divine. By sitting in silence and opening your heart, you allow greater wisdom to flow into your life. Don't underestimate the impact of prayer on your inner strength. It is an anchor that keeps you steady in storms and provides clarity when temptations arise. Every day is a new opportunity to exercise your faith and discernment. When you find yourself in a situation that challenges you, stop and reflect, is this choice in line with who I am? This practice, when established, becomes a habit, allowing your faith to become a constant guide. Also consider that every choice has an impact. By choosing the path that honors your values, you contribute to building a strong and upstanding character. And this character is reflected not only in your actions, but also in how you relate to the world. The small attitudes of everyday life, the choices that seem insignificant, are the ones that truly define who you become. As you navigate the challenges, remember that faith is more than a belief, it's an ongoing practice. It requires attention and dedication. Cultivating it daily, through moments of reflection, gratitude and action, will strengthen your ability to face what life brings. When you realize the blessings that arise even in difficulties, your perspective changes. What appears to be a barrier becomes a bridge to new understanding and growth. Being aware of this is fundamental to living with purpose. It's natural to want control, to yearn for security in your life, but often this security can be an illusion. The unexpected twists and turns are what bring flavor to each day, and I invite you to embrace this uncertainty. When you open yourself up to the possibilities that life offers, you allow courage and faith to flourish within you. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward in spite of it. When you face the unknown, you are challenging yourself to grow, to learn and to connect with what really matters. Sometimes you may feel lost, not knowing which way to go. It's exactly at these moments that trusting in the divine plan becomes essential. Even when the future seems hazy, remember that there is a greater order at work. All experiences, both good and challenging, have a purpose. This doesn't mean that you should passively accept difficulties, but that you should always seek to understand what you can get out of them. When you are faced with uncertainty, it can be useful to remember that every situation you face is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself and the world around you. Thus, by adopting a confident outlook, you can see beyond the immediate limits of the situation and begin to perceive the bigger picture in which you find yourself. Life is not mere chance. Circumstances that seem random have the ability to teach you and shape your character. The path you walk is often full of teaching and growth. So don't look at obstacles as burdens, but as possibilities for expansion and development. Faith is what sustains you in unknown terrain. It's like an anchor in the midst of a storm. Appreciate your small victories, the ones that often go unnoticed. Every step you take with faith renews your confidence and strengthens you. Remember that love is one of the greatest ways to face uncertainty. The more you engage in acts of love, whether with others or with yourself, the more life is enriched. Love will always find ways to connect people, to bring comfort and hope, even on the darkest of days. Every gesture of kindness, every sincere smile and every encouraging word has the power to light someone's path, as well as your own. Being open to unpredictability also means being flexible and accepting that life has many facets. Sometimes plans don't turn out the way you imagined. And that's okay. It's important to learn to adapt, allowing life to flow without resistance. Rigidity usually brings pain, while flexibility brings freedom. When you allow yourself to be flexible, other opportunities present themselves. When one path closes, another opens up, taking you to places or experiences you may never have imagined. Cultivating faith also means trusting in times of waiting. Growth processes are often slow. When dealing with the frustration that accompanies waiting, try to find comfort in patience. In the meantime, use this time to deepen your spiritual practices, to reflect on your experiences and to learn more about who you are. Patience is a sign of strength and trust in divine wisdom. Be kind to yourself. There are times when you may realize that you make mistakes, even though you're doing the best you can. Let go of the burden of self-criticism and recognize that making mistakes is part of learning. Every mistake is a chance to reassess and recalculate your course, adjusting your sails to the wind that has blown. Just as a calm sea doesn't make a skillful sailor, every difficulty and every twist and turn develops your sailing skills in life. Trust that you can always return to your center. When life comes up with more questions than answers, it's a reminder that you can always search for that calm space within yourself where clarity and peace reside. Just one deep breath can bring back the strength you need to carry on. And if at that moment, the answer doesn't come, be at peace with the uncertainty. Sometimes the simple act of moving forward is already a big step. Nurture your relationships and look for meaningful connections. When you surround yourself with people who uplift you, the transformation is amplified. Love in its purest state not only motivates, but also underpins and shapes what you become. By sharing your hopes, joys and insecurities, you create a support network that is invaluable in times of difficulty. Each of you plays an important role, and by coming together, the collective strength becomes even more evident. Don't be afraid of change. Change is often viewed reluctantly, but remember that growth comes from adaptation. When faced with a new reality, invite it with an open heart, seeking to understand what it brings. Sometimes change brings healing by allowing old patterns to be left behind. Look at each situation as a new page in a blank notebook, where you can write the next part of your story. In times of uncertainty, always return to the essence of faith, love, and patience. These are the pillars that support the whole edifice of life. Practice this path of trust and love every day, and you will see that even unpredictability will become an ally in your search for purpose and meaning. It is through this approach that you will strengthen yourself and become an example to those around you, showing them how to face life with an open mind, arms ready to embrace everything it has to offer. There is a space within you that is in complete tranquility. Connecting with this place is a valuable practice. Meditation, prayer, and even moments of deliberate silence can help you access this peace. In doing so, you create a refuge where you feel safe and strengthened. When life presents challenges, it can often seem like peace is a distant concept, something that only the privileged can achieve. However, I assure you that peace is not a reward for the few, it is an inheritance that is rightfully yours. By living in truth and gratitude, you open yourself up to this gift. When you learn to accept what you can't control and find beauty in the little things, peace begins to manifest. It's an exercise that requires constant practice, like cultivating a garden. By watering your flowers with love and patience, you allow beauty to grow. Life is full of moments that test this peace. There are days when you may feel like you're in a storm, facing strong winds and rough waves. In these desperate times, remember that inner peace can be your boat, keeping you safe and stable, even when everything around you seems uncertain. This doesn't mean ignoring difficulties. Instead, it means diving deeper into the certainty that you can sail through them. As you look to the horizon of life, you may come across dreams that seem far away. Sometimes these dreams can seem unattainable, like stars shining in the sky. However, every dream you nurture in your heart is a possibility waiting to manifest. Faith plays a crucial role in this process. When you believe that your desires are valid and that your future can be shaped, you begin to develop the strength to act towards those goals. Faith is like a beacon that illuminates your path, even when the fog of doubt tries to cover it. It's important to remember that faith is not based on the absolute certainty that everything will work out, but on the willingness to move towards something greater, regardless of the circumstances. This attitude of trust directs your energy towards what really matters and helps remove obstacles that may arise. Furthermore, this process of realizing dreams often requires action. Faith is an invitation to action. When you believe in your dreams, you must be willing to take steps towards them, even if those steps are small at first. Each step, however modest it may seem, is a sign that you are committed to your vision. Don't be afraid of making mistakes or taking a wrong turn. Every mistake brings with it a valuable lesson, which can be an essential component of your growth. The new horizons you seek do not arise from a passive desire, but from an active willingness to move. Imagine yourself as a bird that wants to fly. For this to happen, you must first venture out of the nest and allow yourself to discover the world that exists beyond your self-imposed limitations. Achieving your dreams is not just about the final destination, but about what you learn along the way. The journey towards your dreams becomes not just a quest for achievement, but a process of self-discovery. You begin to understand your capabilities, recognize your value, and realize that your desires are deserved. Each one represents a part of your true self that is crying out to be manifested. Understand that there are cycles in life, and new beginnings are always emerging. What may seem like an obstacle today may well be an opportunity in disguise, ready to guide you to a different and more rewarding destination. The wisdom of letting go can be liberating. Sometimes, loyalty to a dream that no longer serves your purpose is what prevents you from reaching new horizons. Believe that what you release can make room for more blessings to manifest in your life. As you move forward, nurturing your peace and strengthening your faith, remember that you are in a continuous process of growth and transformation. Life is not static, it flows and adapts. And you too must be like water, flowing in harmony with what life offers you. In the end, as you look ahead to your future, be sure that the presence of peace and the strength of faith are always your allies. They will guide you on the path to fulfillment and help you find a greater purpose in every little journey you take. Everything you want for your life is valid and possible, and by nurturing both peace and faith, you give yourself the wings you need to fly. And so, as you open yourself up to new horizons, remember that the true fulfillment of dreams lies not just in achieving them, but in how you transform yourself along the way. The process is as valuable as the result. Embrace the peace that is rightfully yours, and allow faith to lead you to new possibilities, knowing that every day is a new opportunity to grow, learn, and get closer to what you truly yearn for. Son, if this message has touched your heart and you want to attract good luck into your life, comment on the word light below. This not only reinforces your intention, but also creates a positive current between us all. And don't forget to check if you're already subscribed to the channel, share this message with those who need to hear it and leave your like, so that more people can find this peace and faith in their lives. Now, let's close with a little prayer. May peace dwell in every heart, may the light of faith illuminate every path, and may every dream be nourished with the courage needed to manifest itself. Amen. Continue steadfast in your quest, and remember that you have within you the ability to create a bright future.